What's up, everyone, to another video, Full Speed Impulse, and today we're with the 2016 Ram, doing some work on the differential again. Maybe see in our last video, we did axle bearings on this thing, which completely blew up in this thing. So all we want to do is pull off that diff cover, check our fluid, drain it, make sure there's no debris. But what we're going to do is put this magnet in there. I don't know where we're putting it. I just guessed on the size. Hopefully we're putting it on the diff cover, be able to put a little glue on there, even though the magnet itself should be able to hold it on with no issues. But I'd feel better with just maybe a little bit of Gorilla Glue or something right around that thing. We're choosing diff pan because it's going to have a nice surface. We're going to be able to get it clean pretty good to be able to do something like that. And then we got to let everything sit. We got some RTV blue again. Did really great the last time. Haven't got a drip from the diff with this. So we're going to pretty much get at this. We'll see what we got going on. All right, guys. Here's our differential. Okay. Well, is that? Man, I don't know. I mean, it's been sitting here for ages, so I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what that is. It's almost like a grease. But either way, here we are. We're gonna pull this off. We're getting a lot of buildup on our bolts there with RTV from the original and then the blue. So we're gonna try to maybe clean those up a little bit better this time. But you know the deal. Zip all these bolts off here. And then you're going to work a little flathead behind the diff cover here. Proper open. And, oh, see, magnet. And that's where your ring's at, too. Might be difficult. Might have to find, oh, man. This might be too big. We'll see what happens. All right. Maybe we could break it. So, all right, let's get at it. All right, guys, we got this all cleaned out. Got the gasket taken off here. And let's see. This is a kind of, woo, big magnet. So let's see. Technically, well, no, I don't like that because it walks over real fast. We gotta find a spot for this magnet. We might have to break it. I probably should have went with the smaller magnet. This one is not going to work. No bueno, because we definitely had plenty of shavings in there too. If I hadn't seen a lot of shavings, I'd just say, you know what, we don't need to do this video. But we do need a magnet in there. So let's figure out what we're going to do. Ooh, not a very good bit. We didn't put a dent in that thing. All right, we're going to try temp 2. Okay, I know this is a good drill bit. So apparently magnets are hard to drill through. I wanted to drill a hole because we're going to try to crack the magnet. So I was trying to get a better clean crack. But I think we're going to try cutting it now instead. You can just tell it's a slick business here. All right, guys, we got our Gorilla Glue here. We were able to break our magnet in the most professional way possible. We threw it on the ground and broke it. So put a little glue on this guy here. Get down there, glue. Come on, come on. Oh man, she's tough. All right, let's see if we can get this done. We go around like that. Hoping I have enough. And I will say I normally put it on a little bit thicker, but for us, we know we're going to be taking this back off again because we have a bunch of stuff in our differential, and we got to get this thing cleaned out. And I'm only running it like 100 miles or so, and I'm taking it back off again. So, all right, guys, we got it all done up here. I usually go a little bit thicker, and I usually don't dab my finger in this stuff. I usually just do nice beads. But I like to circle each one, and then when you put the diff cover back onto the differential, I like to put it on there and I walk it around just a little bit to kind of help just kind of spread stuff around a little bit. And then we'll put our bolts in, and we're only going to hand tighten them in, maybe just to pass that. And we'll like tighten this bolt, you know, this, and go back and forth and work our way around. Kind of like you would putting your wheel on your vehicle. That way we kind of spread stuff a little bit evenly. You don't want to start from this side and work your way around and then squeeze it all out. And that's why we're also not tightening it down completely. That way, again, we don't squeeze out all our RTV. We want to wait a few hours, a couple hours, let it start to harden a little bit, and then we'll sink it, you know, tighten it up. That way it actually works as a seal. So if we tighten it up right away when it's still real liquid form like this, it's going to squeeze all out, and it's not going to work like it should. So we're going to get after it. All right, guys. Back with the Super Tech again. Got the 75-140 going in here. You guys know the deal. We're going to fill it up until it dribbles out. Takes a little, about 2.5 quarts or so. So we're going to fill this thing up, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, that's what you want to look for. Once it starts dribbling out like that, you know you're full. You touch it right there. Wipe it off. And we'll just, all we gotta do is push our plug back in. And we're gonna run this truck another 100 miles. See what happens, guys. We had a lot of shavings in there, a little bit more than what we wanted to see. So hopefully this magnet sucks up a little bit more, but we don't think anything's wearing in there yet, because if we were putting that many shavings down from the inner bearings or something like that, then we'd probably already hear this thing howling. So we're still hoping for the best, but if it starts getting worse, we start hearing a noise, and we're not gonna be able to trust this thing on trips. And that just means we're gonna have to send this truck to a place that can do our inner bearings for us, and probably our pinion bearing too. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, but that's about it for today's video and all that. I don't know if it was necessarily a how-to or just an update on what's going on with our Ram, but that is how you put a magnet in your rear diff. Gonna probably recommend a smaller magnet than what we had. If you don't have to break it, that would probably be more, that would definitely be better. When you break a magnet, it kind of weakens it a little bit. Didn't seem like this one got any weaker though, so that is a good thing. But yeah, getting a smaller one. But the reason why I said in the video probably is that we didn't want to put on the bottom side, because it felt like it would just kind of walk its way to the ring gear. So that's why we wanted it on the diff cover. There's just not a lot of spots on there. So I don't know what size magnet. Really, I think us breaking that one was best case scenario, because it gives you that little half moon to where you're able to kind of stuff it in there like we did. But we'll see what happens. We're gonna know in the next video, guys, the next update on how much shavings that thing actually collected and what our fluid looks like and what we're gonna have to do. So until next time, guys, you know the deal. We'll see you later.